When your dad was young, we had a system. He used to make up his own cuss words.
What were some of the cuss words you used?
Well, let me see. Souffle was one. He got a lot of usage out of souffle.
Souffle?
Hi, I'm Shaky, and these are my tales of times forgotten. This is Shaky Subject Matter. Whoa, look out. Feds, what are you doing? Look, this studio's not big enough for this. Get over in the corner if you're going to do that. Are you about done? Jeez! That's like the fourth time you've almost hit me. You don't want me to get up out of this chair. Just go... Alright, well... You look like you're about out of breath. I hope you're done with this soon. Okay, everybody. SHKE Radio, coming to you live from Studio 306 in Pole, Illinois, is now on the air. And tonight we're going to be doing a movie called The Little Dragons. Now, I saw The Little Dragons on my last episode I talked about on TV. Well, this is another one of the on TV classics. There isn't a trailer for it, so I'm just going to tell you the synopsis real quick. A bunch of kids from a karate school go on a trip and run into some Hills Have Eyes type villains. And that's the premise of the film. Now, it was called The Little Dragons back when they made it, and they released it in 1980, but it looks like it was shot in the late 70s, like 77, 78. Judging by the John Travolta suits and bell bottoms, I'm going to go with that. And the stars of the film are Chris and Pat Patterson, not from wrestling, but from ABC weekend specials, pretty much every television show from Chips to the Hulk to the $6 Million Man to the Waltons. They've been on everything. So when you see them, you'll know them. They kind of disappeared after the 80s. The older brother was on Knots Landing for a long time, and I think his career ended in the 90s sometime. So here's a little clip of how the movie gets started.
Okay. We've got a CB route. We've got a radio telephone.
Honey, where are you going now? Is Rufus after May?
Yes.
Don't wander off too far.
Hey, Rufus, wait up.
So first we figure out where we are, right? We get some help, then we're home free.
So, how do we figure out where we are?
Rufus, wait for me. Rufus! Rufus!
Come on. Rotten thing.
Rufus!
Did he hurt you, baby?
He jumped at me. He growled, just like Frankenstein or something.
A man?
A long time ago, when the earth was green, there was all kinds of animals you'd ever seen. They ran around free while the earth was being born, but the loveliest of all was a unicorn. There were green alligators and long-necked geese, some humpty-back camels and some chimpanzees.
Alright, that was the soothing sound of Sarah Boyden, who played Carol in the film Little Dragons. She was an Australian actress who flew to America to make her big break in films and radio. Like I said, that was Sarah Boyden. Heard of her? Me either. Okay, Fez, are you the president of the Sarah Boyden fan club? You look like it. Anyway, back to the movie. The movie progresses from here with the Hills Have Eyes family noticing that the people in the RV have a lot of money, so they come up with a way to get the money from them by kidnapping their daughter. And we move to the part where they discover that the family is going to be at a country hoedown out in the California wilderness, along with all the Karate Kids. So we'll take you to that part.
What was that? What? I didn't hear nothing. Come on.
Well, good evening.
Oh, hi. I didn't mean to be so abrupt this afternoon, but
It's cool. I'm JJ.
I'm Dick Forbinger. This is my wife, Ruth.
Sounds like he's over there. Go get Carol, okay? And tell her to bring the flashlight. Okay.
You haven't by chance seen our daughter around, have you?
Well, it seems to me I saw her go off with my grandsons a few minutes ago.
Popular religious resort. Closer to home, 63-year-old Albert Skunts of Wasco thought he lost a diamond ring while fishing at Bass Lake 12 years ago.
From there, we move on to the FBI coming in and them trying to figure out how they're going to get the girl back when they get a ransom note that's put together with cut up pages from comic books. And only two people smart enough to figure it out are the Patterson brothers, of where she's at in an old abandoned mine. And somehow he runs into a motorcycle gang, and they come and they pick up the Karate Kids from their belt ceremony, which I'll talk about after we start wrapping up the show. But the bikers come and pick up the Karate Kids to get them to where the girl is being held, along with the younger brother who had discovered her whereabouts and let the brother know, but ran off on his own. So here's the part of the ending where the Karate Kids face off with the Hills Have Eyes family.
He ain't there, he got free.
Well, no more Mr. Nice Guy, fellas.
Yes, you go that way, I'll take your salary.
Polly? Yes?
be right back.
I got to, Ma. I got to.
Get back! Get out! Get out of the way!
It's crazy.
Hi! Freeze, you big shithead, or I'll send you straight to hell.
Don't do it, Woody.
Woody, he'll kill you. Don't do it.
I got it.
All right now. I figure 5 kids per barrel.
Okay, so the FBI shows up and everybody gets arrested. Nobody's hurt. And the family enroll their daughter, Carol, into the karate class with the Karate Kids. And that's the end of the film. Alright, now let's talk about this bizarro world that this movie takes place in. Because you have the two most well-known television children actors at the time, I'm pretty sure, since they were on every show. So they're in this movie. The Australian singer, they were trying to push her. The karate instructor was a man named Pat Johnson, who was the referee in the Karate Kid and did all the choreography for the Karate Kid movies. Okay? So he was taught by this Korean master named Bung Soon Han, who was also in some films. The one that I know the most besides this one was one called Force 5, where he played the master of a cult. He was running a cult on an island, and these adventurers had to go rescue the people from the cult. But anyway, back to this Pat E. Johnson and the Karate Kids. With the new Daniel LaRusso, rather Ralph Macchio playing Daniel LaRusso Karate Kid series on YouTube, I kind of think that this would all be in the same universe. That's just my thought. Well, anyway, this Pat E. Johnson guy worked with Chuck Norris also. He was in Chuck Norris's school. But anyway, back to the Karate Kids. It came and went as Little Dragons, and then in 1984, when the Karate Kid came out, they re-released it as Karate Kids U.S.A. So never one to pass up on making $1 out there in Hollywood. I think they went with it and tried to trick people into thinking it had something to do with the Karate Kid. But anyway, I saw that, like I said earlier, I saw this on TV. I really liked it a lot when I was a kid. I kind of nostalgia watching it now. You can watch it on YouTube. I don't know if it had a Blu-ray release. I have it on a 50 martial arts films release, which came along with Ninja Death, The Guy from Harlem, and the Master television series in very poor quality, starring Lee Van Cleef. We'll get to that some other time. But I almost forgot another thing that brings us into the realm of Bizarro Land for movies is that the two hillbilly brothers were played by real Hollywood actors, Joe Spindle, who you may remember from this.
Tell me you didn't break this guy's thumb like I told you.
How do you know I didn't break it?
You don't think I hear things? Did I give you a job this morning or I didn't?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
So why didn't you break his thumb like I told you to? When you don't do what I tell you to do, you make me look bad, Rock.
I figured, look, I figure if I break the guy's thumb, he gets laid off, right? He can't make.
Yeah, well, don't
money,
figure.
can't
Let me
pay
do the
up.
figuring, okay, Rock? From here on, just let me do the figuring. You know, these guys think that we're running some kind of charity or something. They're gonna get a flight. From here on in, do what I tell you to do because it's bad for my reputation. You understand? You got it, Rock?
I got it.
Yes, the mob boss himself from Rocky was the hillbilly brother who couldn't spell his name. And the other brother was an actor named John Chandler, who was in the movie Phantasm 3 amongst other shows, television shows, movies. He did it all. So I can't really figure out how they cast these people in this other than the fact that it was like right after Rocky and it didn't really know who he was or what for as far as the Joe Spindle goes, but the John Chandler, he was probably just taking any part he could get. So yeah, Fez, will you settle down with that? Okay, guys. Well, this is look out. This is SHKE Radio coming to you live from Studio 306. What? Good night. The preceding program has been brought to you by